Welcome back to the channel. It's the 2nd of December. I'm here in Bethnal Green, about to do a walk down through Bethnal Green to Wapping. We're going to be looking for lots of really quite cool street art and eventually on to the Battle of Cable Street mural, and then I walk along the Thames path to go and find some beers. Once again, I've been very lucky. It's a beautiful morning, sunny, very cold, but yeah, it should be a really, really lovely day. Let's get going. Ellsworth Street. We found the first mural that we're looking for today behind these grates on the side of the Sun Tavern. It's off Ellsworth Street. I think it's by Jimmy C. Really cool. It's hard to actually see it through the grating though. Let's try and get a little bit. And then right next to it, wow, this is very cool. Let's see if we can get the detail on this. Pejak. It's all individual little figures. Same street, so Ellsworth Street, Bethnal Green. Quite unassuming, so we can just easily walk past it. What a lovely little work. Pejak. A really nice huge mural here by Dr. Zadok. Wow, massive. The light sun is not helping me here. That's better. Massive, massive mural. Really lovely mural, a child with a butterfly there. Can't see any attribution anywhere. Say it's on Hague Street. Quite thick and fast today, but there's some really awesome stuff around this area and it's all in quite a short distance, so the video might seem a little bit rushed. Now I've just come down Pollard Row off Bethnal Green High Street. As you'll see, it's, oh god, the light down there, that's Bethnal Green High Street. Come all the way down Pollard Row and you'll be treated to this Banksy work. This orange flower here, surrounded by quite a few different pieces here as well, but the light work's not great here. That is not the best, is it? The shadows off the trees are making it really difficult to see, but that orange yellowy flower shape here is an attributed Banksy on Pollard Street. Not the best example. Right, let's head back to Bethnal Green High Street. I've searched high and low for information about David. The piece that's here on Squirry Street is the only thing I can find. If anyone has any information or Instagram account, please let me know. Okay, I'm here on Voss Street, which is a little sort of narrow passageway cobbled passageway which runs parallel to Bethnal Green High Street. Where on Voss Street, we have the Matchbox Collective, which is an artist collective which have sort of turned parts of Voss Street into an open air gallery, really. So we're going to go and have a quick look at some of the works around here on this road. Lots of tagging here, and then Hatch Art, Gavin the Bad, Quinto. We've seen Quinto before on the big wall that surrounds the last video, basically the WOM collective video. Really like Quinto's work. Really lovely. Leroy Makes Things. So all of these artists are part of the Matchbox collective. Bullet on a String. Snooze and Drips. And Geronomi, who collaborated with Quinto on the piece, I think, that we saw on the WOM collective wall in Stratford International. Ellie Fryer, Will Redgrave art. This is a big one. Wow, okay. See if I can get the better angle. Yeah, my definite favourite is this Quinto. It's really lovely. I just really love his style. Hard to put it into words, really, but almost mangery. You say mangery, possibly? Oh, cool. Definitely worth the detour down Voss Street. Well, I'm going to keep going down Voss Street now. There are some more tags and some more interesting bits. Now, it is right next to this mural that we caught a little bit earlier. I had to double back on myself. The little girl and the butterfly. Bit hectic. I have to grab onto my cameras. Bethnal Green is a little bit got a bit of an edge to it, let's say. So I'm extra cautious with all of my gear. I haven't been really holding my GoPro up around and things. I've been using my phone quite sheepishly to get the footage so far. It is a lovely day. I seem to get very lucky. I think the rain is supposed to come a little bit later on, but hopefully I'll be in and out of London by sort of 1-2 o'clock-ish. The plan is, as I said earlier, to go down to Wapping. I want to spend a bit of time with the Cable Street mural, and I'm going to do a little bit of a deep dive into the Cable Street mural, the history behind it, the actual events of the Battle of Cable Street, and then we're going to walk along the Thames and probably call in a couple of pubs, hopefully, by the time they open. So currently it is 10:58, so by the time we get there, the pub should be open. I can have a couple of Guinnesses, turn this into a little bit of a day. Okay, that was Voss Street. Choose courage. That is a lovely mural. Ramla Ali. So, having done some research at home, Ramla Ali is actually a British Somali boxer. She made history more than once. She's become the first woman to represent Somalia at the Olympics in 2020. She's also a national champion, an author, and a big advocate for women in sport. Benzi Brofman. Really lovely. Flower work, it's pretty cool as well. Bunch of flowers just holding. Benzi Brofman is a self-taught street artist, muralist from northern Israel. He's known for black and white portrait work, often contrasted with bold colour backgrounds. His murals appear internationally in projects across Europe and the US, and he participates regularly in festivals like Meeting of Styles, a street art festival in Germany. St. Matthew's Row. Yeah, really love this. Benzi Brofman. Okay, heading down down Brick Lane again. Sweet Toof. Schmo. That is quite funny, actually. Give that, Jack. Found another Benzi Brofman piece. It's twice we've seen him today. I've never met him before. Never seen the artwork before, but twice in one day. Fantastic. Zero. Another one. Abraham 01 here, guys. Headley Street, just off Brick Lane. Channel favourite. Ooh, what is round here? Got another Sweet Tooth. Wow, this is lovely. Hold on, let me try and get it out a little bit here. Wow. Hicks. Love both of those. They're wonderful, massive. Okay, we're going to come off Brick Lane here on Buxton Street. Big Helch work up there. This is very cool. Trafford Parsons, I think. Ooh. Is that raw? It's the same sort of pattern work. I think that is raw. More Helch. Lots of Helch around here. I could see there was a fat cap spray piece behind here. It's been painted over, obviously. You can see part of the tag left. Buxton Street. Oh, this looks like there's some great stuff over here, but it's out of my way really. I'm going to go over and get it. Through this park, not sure, Allen Gardens. Right, let's get round. Wow, there looks like there's some absolutely mad murals over here. Right, I'm basically going cross country now. This has been a really sort of quite dense with art video so far. Might be quite a long one, so stick around, because as I say, the main focus of this walk was actually meant to be the Cable Street, the Battle of Cable Street mural, which we are heading towards right now. But I keep getting distracted by loads of awesome stuff. Wow, these are amazing. Hold on, wait, you got to see this stuff. I'll wait till we get a little bit closer. I don't want you to ruin the effect. Anyway, lovely little park here. Some tents. A sad sign of our times. Wow, look at this. Brave arts. The sun's not helping me out here really with the shadows. Try and get a bit closer on this one. Look at it. Unbelievable. How prolific is Sweet Tooth? Unbelievable. He's another artist that I need to get some actual work by. I keep sort of looking for things, and I was gonna buy an eyesore print today. Got it ready to go really, so I think I might buy one of those. Eyesore we saw on the last video on the WOM collective wall. Quite good Christmas presents as well. Here's the run up to Christmas. I missed the video last Saturday, may have noticed if you actually tune into the channel regularly. I've been incredibly ill. I had a chest infection and I missed like 3 days of work, which was not the best in the run up to Christmas. You know, when you're waking up at 4:30 in the morning trying to drag yourself in when you're sick is almost impossible. So yeah, I sort of didn't want to lose the money really, so I kept getting myself up, getting my kit on, getting all my gear on, getting to the front door, and then just literally my legs were going. I just could not drag myself in. But I'm feeling much better now. Vitamin D supplements. I got a new asthma inhaler, like a brand new man. Fantastic. Right, come all the way down Buxton Street. Right, a long road down. I think this is Valence Road. I'm going to just follow this road down pretty much all the way to the river now. Stumbled across this amazing Jim Vision wall. Jim Vision is a London-based street artist and muralist known for large-scale graphic, fantasy and sci-fi inspired works. He co-founded End of the Line, a studio involved in major mural projects and festival production. You see his pieces all over East London, big colour, big characters and a focus on community-driven walls that keep the area street art scene active. Okay, we're on Cable Street, heading towards probably the most important political mural in the UK, the Battle of Cable Street mural. And to understand why this wall matters, you need to know the history behind it. The Battle of Cable Street happened on the 4th of October 1936. At the time, the East End had a large Jewish population, and the British Union of Fascists, led by Oswald Mosley, planned a march straight through these streets. Local communities, Jewish residents, Irish dock workers, trade unionists, communists and anarchists all came out to block the route. The police tried to force the march through, which turned the whole area into a running street battle. People built barricades, hauled furniture into the road and resisted for hours. Eventually the fascist march was called off, and that moment became a symbol of collective resistance. Ordinary people stopping a movement that wanted to intimidate them in their own neighbourhood. Fast forward to the late 1970s, early 80s, when the idea for this mural began. The artists were Dave Binnington, Paul Butler, Ray Walker and Desmond Rochefort, all working to create public artwork that told the story of what happened right here. The initial painting started in 1979, but it wasn't straightforward. The mural was vandalised several times during its early stages by far-right groups, who obviously objected with its message. In fact, the lead artist, Binnington, left the project after one of the major attacks, and the remaining artists carried on, finishing the work in 1983. Stylistically, the mural pulls directly from real accounts of the event. You'll see the barricades, the crowds, the mounted police, and the slogan, "They shall not pass," non passerà, which became the rallying cry of the day. It's busy, chaotic and intentionally layered because that's what the 1936 street looked like. Thousands of people from different backgrounds all converging to stop something they knew was dangerous. Over the years, the mural itself has needed restoration. Most recently in the 2010s, a conservation team stepped in to repair weather damage, basically trying to sort of bring back the colours to life. And the community still treats it not just as an artwork, but as a public memory, a reminder of the moment when people stood shoulder to shoulder against fascism, long before it became a slogan or a hashtag. What's interesting is how the mural sits in the modern East End. The area's changed a lot, new buildings, new communities, but this wall sort of anchors the streets in its past. It's not romanticised, it's not softened, it's just a factual record painted large, so it's impossible to ignore. The Battle of Cable Street mural isn't just about 1936, it's about what people can do when they refuse to be pushed aside. And standing here, right where it happened, the story sort of makes a lot of sense and hits a bit harder. So I finished the art part of today's walk. So as always, we're now going to head off to try and find a nice couple of pubs, have a couple of beers on the way through. So the idea is head down through Shadwell to Wapping and then walk along the river to find a decent pub. I've got a couple in mind, specifically the Bunch of Grapes. It's a pub that I really want to go to, but we'll have to see if it's open when we get there. And as with always with my planning, I don't know whether it's open or not, so we'll find out when we get there. The Battle of Cable Street mural blew my mind, really. If you are in London or you're coming to London, I would suggest definitely coming to check it out. The history and just the grandeur of it, like the scale is phenomenal. It's really the detailing, every part of it that you look at, there's another element of the story. And obviously in the edit I'm going to put a lot of information about it and the history behind the mural itself, the events that took place. But yeah, it's just something that you have to come and have a look at. Let's get going. Right in. Pub number one, the Prospect of Whitby. Now this is a very cool pub. Situated just sort of east of Wapping. Look at this. Wow, this is a bit dodgy. Right on the Thames. I won't get you, mate, I promise.
Don't worry about it.
I work on the Uber boat, so I'm just, I've been past it about 10 times a day for years. I've never come in, so.
Very rough.
Wow. And that gentleman was just telling me that this decking area floods at high tide, which I have never noticed before. So there's a sign here giving the times that the decking area floods, and this is like a flood protection door. Closes up, protects the entrance to the pub. So, the prospect of Whitby in Wapping, one of London's oldest riverside pubs, with a history that's a mix of sailors, criminals and some very dark moments. A pub stood on this spot since the early 1500s, back when this stretch of the Thames was packed with shipyards and warehouses. It was originally known as the Devil's Tavern, and it had a reputation for rowdy drinking and all kinds of smugglers passing through. One of the first things people notice here is the hangman's noose hanging out over the river. It's not original, but it marks what used to happen on this shoreline. This area was known as Execution Dock, the place where pirates and maritime criminals were hanged. They'd be tied up beside the water in gibbets and left until the tide rolled over them 3 times. Very brutal. And tied to that history is one of the pub's most infamous regulars, Judge Jeffreys, the so-called hanging judge. He was known for handing out extremely harsh sentences in the late 1600s, especially after the Monmouth Rebellion. Jeffreys is said to have used the room upstairs to watch the executions, and eventually he was captured in the pub, recognised, arrested and died in the tower. Today the prospect of Whitby looks friendly enough, but the riverfront here still carries traces of everything that happened. The trials, the executions and the characters who drank right here. Well, I'm in the prospect of Whitby, having my second really lovely Guinness. Great pint of Guinness here. In the Smuggler's Bar upstairs now, so I was out on the balcony to see the hangman's noose. And I'm going to put, I've put some information about the history of this pub into the edit, because it's unbelievable. What a cool pub. And the Guinness is fantastic as well. Prospect of Whitby, Wapping. Amazing. Oh, yeah, it's a great pint. Green Kig pub. But yeah, they obviously look after their tabs. Fantastic job. Lovely little location for Christmas as well. It's all in my beard. Really friendly locals as well. Got some history outside. The barman gave me loads of history of the building and of the Judge Jeffreys, the hangman's noose, and we saw the powdered wig. Fantastic. What a vicious looking cloud. Right then, further down here, bunch of grapes on the way. I think it should be open. I've had 2 pints already, so I'm feeling a little bit wavy. But what a beautiful day. I'm dodging the cloud. Quite successfully dodging the clouds, actually. So yeah, the bunch of grapes is further down the Thames there. You can see, just on the corner. Nah, you can't see it, but anyway, it is down there, I promise. So yeah, right, we just got to the grapes. And it is open. This is turned into an absolute wind. I've just put a short up on YouTube about the Battle of Cable Street mural, and I have already managed to annoy some of the very far right in the country, so you never know, it might drive some viewership to my channel. Bunch of grapes is wonderful. Very good, not bad at all. Not Not quite as good as the Prospect, but very good. Well, thank you very much for coming with me today on this very long walk from Bethnal Green. I'm ending up now at Canary Wharf. I'm just about to get on the boat at Canary Wharf Pier. We went down Bethnal Green High Street to Brick Lane, down to Shadwell, Wapping, and then along the riverfront to Canary Wharf here. We've seen some phenomenal stuff today. So the Cable Street mural, we've seen Abraham 01, Sweet Tooth, lots of different amazing artists. I've managed to annoy the right wing in the country with a short that I put up on the Cable Street mural. I didn't realize it was going to be that controversial, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. I hope you can, if you can, and you're watching and you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. It does help me out. I want to do some more international trips in the coming months, and the more support that I have for such a small channel is always greatly appreciated. But thank you very much for coming with me today, and on to the next one. What am I going to do next? Crikey, let's find out.